Freemasonry is one of the oldest and most well-known fraternal organizations in the world. Its members, called Freemasons, belong to local groups known as lodges. Freemasonry teaches values such as brotherhood, personal growth, charity, and moral living through rituals and symbols. While the group has long been surrounded by mystery, historians have worked to better understand its true origins. For many years, some believe that Freemasonry began in ancient times, possibly during the building of King Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem. Stories and legends claim that early Freemasons were connected to ancient stonemasons or even held special knowledge passed down from biblical times. These stories were passed along in Freemason traditions and rituals, helping to create a sense of deep history and mystery within the organization. However, modern scholars have found little evidence to support the idea that Freemasonry began in ancient Jerusalem. Today, historians agree that Freemasonry most likely began in medieval Europe around the 1300s or 1400s. Its roots come from the guilds of stonemasons who built castles, cathedrals, and other large buildings during the Middle Ages. These workers were known as operative masons, meaning they used real tools and worked with stone. Operative masons formed guilds or lodges to protect their skills, train new workers, and support each other. These lodges had rules, symbols, and traditions to show a mason's level of skill. Over time, especially in places like Scotland and England, these lodges began to accept members who were not actually stone masons. These new members were known as speculative masons. They were interested in the moral lessons and ideas of the Mason guilds rather than in the trade of building. By the 1600s, speculative Freemasonry had become more common, and the group slowly changed from a guild of workers to a fraternity focused on ethics, knowledge, and community. In 1717, 4 lodges in London joined together to form the first Grand Lodge. This marked the beginning of modern Freemasonry as we know it today, a formal organization with structured leadership, written rules, and regular meetings. From there, Freemasonry spread across Europe and to the American colonies. By the 1700s and 1800s, Masonic lodges were found in many parts of the world. The group attracted members from many backgrounds: teachers, doctors, soldiers, farmers, and even kings. Some of the most famous Freemasons in history include George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and Winston Churchill. Freemasons use many symbols in their teachings. One of the most recognized is the square and compasses, tools used by actual stonemasons. In Freemasonry, they stand for values like fairness, honesty, and self-control. Another symbol is the letter G, which can stand for God or geometry, representing both faith and knowledge. Freemason meetings often include ceremonies that teach lessons through storytelling and symbolism. New members progress through stages called degrees. The 3 most common are entered apprentice, fellowcraft, and master mason. Each degree includes a ceremony that teaches moral values. Freemasonry is not a religion, but it does require members to believe in a higher power. People of different religions can join as long as they believe in God or a supreme being. To keep peace among members, religion and politics are not discussed in lodge meetings. Freemasonry also encourages charity and service to the community. Masons raise money for hospitals, scholarships, and local causes. In the United States, a group connected to Freemasonry called the Shriners is well known for supporting children's hospitals. Although Freemasonry has done much good, it has also faced criticism. Its secret meetings and private rituals have led some people to spread false rumors. In history, some governments and religious groups banned Freemasonry. For example, the Catholic Church has long opposed Masonic teachings. Dictators like Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini banned Freemasonry in their countries because they feared its influence. Despite these challenges, Freemasonry remained strong. especially in the 1800s and early 1900s. Lodges were seen as places where men could learn, grow, and serve their communities. In some countries, Freemasons helped shape politics, education, and public life. In recent years, Freemasonry has seen a decline in membership, especially in the Western world. Fewer young people are joining, and some lodges have closed. Still, many Freemasons are working to keep the organization alive by welcoming new members and adjusting to modern times. There are also women's groups and co-ed Masonic organizations in some places, although traditional Freemasonry remains male-only in most countries. Groups like the Order of the Eastern Star and Co-Freemasonry allow women to take part in similar traditions. Freemasonry continues to influence art, architecture, literature, and history. Its symbols can be seen in buildings and public monuments around the world. Though it still holds private rituals, its core values, kindness, fairness, and service, are shared openly. While the legends of ancient beginnings are no longer seen as historical fact, they are still an important part of Freemason tradition. They reflect the group's deep respect for the past and its focus on timeless ideas. Today, historians place the true origin of Freemasonry in the guilds of medieval stonemasons, skilled workers who built great structures and passed along lessons of craftsmanship, loyalty, and learning.